Hello beautiful souls, welcome to Tarophysics, your space for cosmic insight and transformative tarot readings. We're going to focus on Scorpio for the week of the 21st through the 27th, okay? Let's get into it. Let's see what's happening. There's a plane. It's like I initially heard a plane and I'm hearing like hovering. So something could be let's just see how that resonates. Show me for Scorpio placements for the week of September 21st to the 27th. The 21st is the new moon in Virgo. Ooh. Make time for self-love in reverse. Okay. 7th house, bottom of the deck, new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. That's what's hovering you, a connection, a relationship. It's keeping you from giving to yourself right now. 7th house is significant. Your 6th house is significant. Somebody needs to work on possibly your, more so personal health is coming out. But let's just see. For Scorpio placements for the 21st to the 27th, we have 5th house energy, last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. New moon in Gemini, think it through. 3rd house energy. New moon in Scorpio, go deeper. 8th house energy, bottom of the deck, last quarter moon in Sagittarius. Practice gratitude. 9th house energy, split the deck, new moon in Pisces. Attune to the divine. So this is a call to get in alignment, Scorpio. This is a call to get in alignment. Especially when it pertains to things that haven't been serving you in any type of way. Maybe you've been too much pouring into low vibrational desires, okay? Relationships, love, romantic relationships. Because if you look into the meaning of like the 5th house, which is ruled by Leo, you'll see that is about like it's more entailed into like your desires when it pertains to relationships and connections and things like that. Whereas Libra, that rules 7th house, is more so about relationships, overall relationships, okay? And I just saw 223. There's something that is keeping you back. You may have to release something. Maybe you're trying to act like you're good with something, or this could be someone else, so just take it how it resonates. But this is all about for the betterment of yourself, for the expansion of yourself, especially with this last quarter moon in Sagittarius, which is 9th house energy, with this all about expansion. Let's see. Show me Scorpio placements. We have Coral. Yeah, 4th house energy, Mars in Cancer. Let's see. 11th house energy, idolism, Sun in Aquarius. So a Cancer or an Aquarius could be involved. Excitement here is coming out. Mercury and Gemini. So there's some type of communication. Somebody is going back and forth. It's like a fight almost. Yeah, criticism. Mars in Virgo, 6th house. Bottom of the deck, achievement, Sun in Capricorn, 10th house. Something about status, resistance, Mercury in Taurus. You're not giving into something. Yeah, drama, Mercury to Leo here, to negotiation, Jupiter in Libra. You're not giving into something or someone, okay? I feel like trying to give to yourself, if you haven't been able to, it's possibly because you've been indulging too much in something, okay? You've been indulging, you've been over idolizing something, a person, a place, a thing, a literal achievement, something that has been hindering you from moving forward. This could be about an expansion, because 10th house is all about career and status, and how you're perceived. There's something about how you're being perceived that you may not agree with right now as well. Like you're not agreeing to how somebody is viewing you, whether you like it or not. Like they're viewing you a certain way and you don't like how they're viewing you. And you could very much well have respect for this person, whoever this is, with idolism here. Maybe you idolize this person to an extent. Somebody may be over idolizing themselves, but you're not this is creating tension. This seems like tension with multiple people. This is not just one person, okay? I feel like maybe you feel like the finger is being pointed at you, but this is all necessary for you to look within, okay? So it's not someone trying to, I'm not saying that their intentions aren't to make you feel some type of way, but it looks like on a spiritual level, this is supposed to be happening to get you to look into yourself, to focus more on yourself, to change, to shift, so you can have expansion, especially with practice gratitude. This is being thankful for certain things, because look, push through any insecurity. First quarter moon in Cancer, 4th house placement. So this has something to do with your roots. So it has a lot to do, like something is affecting your stability, in a sense of the structure you may have, like your grounding, like whatever idea you had, it's being shaken right now, like the Tower energy, to where it's no longer that anymore. Yeah, reflect on your priorities. 11th house energy, last quarter moon in Aquarius with go for it, new moon in Aries, 1st house. Yeah, there's something that happened. There's an argument or a situation, a fight or a disagreement that's causing you to have to look at yourself based off the actions that you may have taken. Okay, you could have been overcritical to someone. You could have been over idealistic about a certain outcome or how something was supposed to look, or whatever the case may be. It didn't go that way. It looks like this could, I feel like it's more than one person, but it could be up to 4 people literally. But for some, it's just probably you and another person, or maybe 2 people in general. But it just feels like this was meant to get you to look at yourself differently and to pour more into yourself. Who is the person that Scorpio placements want to be? Okay, how is that going to get you to sustain what it is that you need to sustain in life for yourself? Okay, for the better good of yourself, for your evolution here, especially with 9th house energy here. Okay, what does that look like for? Yeah, exactly. This is for your expansion. Where do you want to be? 717 on the clock right now. Where do you want to be 10 years from now? Literally, something has to change. Something has to shift. And I feel like with the 4 of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn, it seems like holding on to something or holding back from something has caused you to be, I'm hearing, left behind in a sense, moving too slow in a sense. Maybe you feel left behind. Maybe that's where that insecurity is. Will you ever get to what you need or get back to where you were? But you will. You will, but there's, yeah, we have the Queen of Wands here, the Ace of Cups, the 5 of Cups in the Tower. Oh, yeah. There was a connection with a feminine energy. Aries, Scorpio energy here. Aries, heavy Aries energy. This woman sits in Aries energy. Maybe she's very commanding. This person could definitely, very magnetic energy. This could be a Libra, a Leo, a Gemini, or another Scorpio. Some of you are Sagittarius. But there's just something here that, yeah, there's a cycle that is closing. And this cycle is closing so you can focus on yourself. Yeah, High Priestess energy, Cancer energy. Secrets could have been revealed, or there has been something hidden here that was being worked on behind the scenes here. Sun in Virgo. Yeah, King of Swords. So something was being worked on behind the scenes. Something that may have been revealed. Yeah, 6 of Wands. Something to do with somebody's public image. Justice, Libra energy, Leo energy, Leo, Jupiter, and Venus, Scorpio, the Lovers, the 8 of Cups, and the King of Cups. It's almost like trying to be emotionally balanced due to a relationship closing out. There were some secrets happening behind the scenes here, and they have been revealed. Yep. But what is this? Where's the quarrel at? Why is Scorpio placements going, arguing or fighting or disagreeing with someone else or other groups of people? Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Ace of Swords, because something has been exposed. Someone's true intentions have been exposed. Something has been exposed about someone, clear as day. Ace of Swords is what's at the bottom of the deck. Something has been shattered. Yes, Knight of Swords. Something has been, King of Swords. Somebody is definitely thinking very logically or analytical about this. This could have been about a Sagittarius or somebody. Somebody has a Jupiter Capricorn, a Sun Capricorn. Something could have been revealed about a Capricorn or a Sagittarius here. There could have been something behind the scenes happening to hold on to an Ace of Pentacles, but it could have been hindering someone. Yeah, the Fool here to the Queen of Swords. It caused someone to either separate from someone or move away from someone. Yeah, Page of Pentacles to the Hierophant. Somebody could have paid someone to, this is like practitioner work almost. Somebody could have been paying for something almost to bring something back into balance, to have a new beginning in their career, but they're being put on judgment. Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, because somebody was doing something else. What was somebody doing behind the scenes? They could have been doing this to a Cancer or a Libra. I feel like Scorpio placements, like, you may not necessarily, I don't think you know 100% of everything that was occurring, but you were a part of it. Yeah, Knight of Swords to the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands. Wow, something was revealed. Somebody's intentions. There was deception here in some type of way. Yup. What did I say? There was deception when it came. Somebody took a connection. Literally, somebody took a partnership, a potential partnership, or a connection. So whether it be business or romantic, yeah, somebody did it because of someone's status. Yep, Devil, it was a Capricorn. This person wanted what they could get. They've been doing things, the Moon behind the scenes here, trying to, Four of Swords and the Page of Swords, reflecting, looking, and trying to figure out how they could in certain things. Yeah, Three of Swords. There's been a person, possibly that Queen of Wands energy, a Capricorn or a Sagittarius, that's been sitting in the middle of a romantic relationship or a potential business partnership because somebody didn't want to be left out. They didn't want to lose their financial opportunity or the status that comes with a masculine, because the masculine could be the Scorpio, or they could be any of these other signs. They could be the Libra, the Leo, or the Gemini here, or they could be the Sag. But whoever it is, they were trying to control the dynamic between 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. They were trying to control the dynamic between someone and someone else. Yeah. Yep. To stop a new beginning. They didn't want to be. Yep. They weren't. It's more so. It's more so not about being left out in cold, but being in lack. This person needs whoever they were tricking, literally whoever they were finessing, whoever they were tricking, to pay for their lifestyle in some type of way. Yes, Knight of Cups and the Seven of Wands, they were trying to protect that. The Moon to the Four of Swords. It's like, how else can I make this work for me so I'm not the one here who doesn't have lack? Yeah, somebody could have been doing some things here against a actual soulmate divine connection, especially with that High Priestess and that Hierophant, and then you got that Queen of Wands, and then you got the Queen of Swords. So somebody was over there being messy.